What's happening, everybody? Yeah, it's Saturday, and it's cold. It needs to warm up. I miss Florida or South Carolina. Either one, I'd be happy either place. Oh, let's see. It looks like Eduardo made it in. What's happening, Eduardo? Give her a few seconds, see if anybody else pops in. How do we sound? Can you hear, see us okay? I mean, I can see okay. I don't know about the hearing part.
Right.
Ricky, who else made it in? What's happening, Ricky? How you doing? Ah, those won't quit running.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Ow. Freaking, this is what happens when it gets cold, you know? Things start freezing up on me and it just gets painful. Okay, well, hopefully you guys can hear us all right. We're trying something new. I don't know how well it's going to work. It probably won't.
No, we won't know until somebody says.
Oh, boy. Was it Thanksgiving before, or the Saturday before Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Which means I have a 3-day week.
Yep.
I can dig it. Don't really have a whole lot coming into the shop this week. Just some odds and end brake jobs, I guess. The notification Facebook just went out, but not the YouTube or fish went yet. Huh.
I got the one for fish spam just like 5 seconds ago.
It's internet. I blame it all on the internet.
I noticed though that I always get the YouTube and the fish spam notifications after the person has been live already for like 2 or 3 minutes.
I've seen that a few times. That's usually what happens when I show up late.
Yeah.
What's up, Yellowstone? How you doing? I don't know if you guys can hear me okay or not.
You gotta let us know, guys, because we're trying something new today.
Kenny made her in here. What's happening, Kenny? How you doing?
Hopefully this works to where we don't have any issues.
So that would be ideal.
It would be.
Bruce Yellowstone said it sounds good, so all right, we're gonna run with it.
Perfect.
Probably gonna have to buy another one of those microphones because I'll be damned if I know where that thing went.
I have no idea.
And I almost broke the other one last night.
Yeah.
Oops. Turns out they just click back together, which is fantastic. Because I thought I broke my phone in half.
Well, you almost broke your viewers too.
Oh yeah. Scuba Steve made it in. What's happening, Scuba Steve-O? How you doing, buddy? There.
Yeah.
I really shouldn't have pushed that car.
No. At least not alone.
Well, it was 6 a.m. I wasn't waiting. Probably should have.
Yeah.
Oh well. If it would have been a pickup, I would have done it with a fork truck, but kind of can't do that with the car.
Nope.
I mean, it could. But I try to not damage people's stuff.
Right.
Worse than they're already damaged.
Right.
That's kind of the trick of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know if any of you guys saw the video drop last night. I know some of you did. But we finally got that gravel out of the 125. I am a huge fan of it.
I love it.
I know Whip didn't care for it too much. But you know what? That's what makes it great. Some people like gravel, some people don't. I despise it. But, you know, that's just me. Sand's really just gravel pulverized anyway, so I don't know. Let's see. I just saw Skull made it in. What's happening, Skull? How you doing? Oh boy. But yeah, got that done. Got some rocks moved over there. I took some out of here, put them over there.
Why don't you tell everybody what happened when you grabbed the rock out of there?
I got attacked by that. You'll see them in a minute. Yeah.
There
I
he
didn't
is.
know they bite.
Or had teeth.
Well, I don't think they have teeth. It's like little sharp pointy nubs. I don't know if you. Yeah. That was from my arowana, aka him. But yeah, forgot to feed them last night. That helped me remember.
Very quickly. After a lot of colorful words.
Yeah. I guess I should probably work on his diet a little bit more. You know, they usually get fed a couple times a day, at least. But put the wrong thing in there, he doesn't get much of it. And then he gets mad. And you wouldn't like him when he gets mad. I'll tell you what, though, the flower horn bite was worse than that.
Yeah.
It looks bad, but it's really... It was like a scrape. But he bit like a snake. Like, bam, bam. And I'm like, that thing just bite me?
Well, those were not your exact words, but we won't say what your exact words are.
Yeah. You know. Gravel tastes good with a little salt, Josh.
Oh,
I'll take your word for it.
yeah. Yeah.
You have a bag of salt here.
Yep.
I actually so I screwed up the salinity in the saltwater tank. Imagine that.
Yep.
I actually got to, I gotta go and probably drain it halfway and mix up stuff. And I forgot how much of a pain in the ass that is sometimes. But it's worth it. Now we'll get there. I've also got to look into getting a heater for that one.
Yeah,
No.
for sure.
Yep. You were okay. I found a few tanks I forgot to plug heaters in. Whoops.
Yeah.
So got those plugged in today. I'm gonna go down to the basement and look, see what I did with the heater for that one, or if I even had one for it. I don't know.
Don't remember.
Probably be a good time to go find it.
Yeah. Considering it's not going to get any
Well,
warmer.
The house is staying 72 in here, so whatever it is in here, it's gonna be that in there.
Maybe. We hope.
Provided that's right.
I don't know that that's accurate.
I don't know. Eduardo says Josh is only 5 away from 300. Yeah, I have no idea how that happened. I got 2 of them today. I have no idea.
I think it's from that short that you put out of the T-bone
Yeah,
bars.
I've been trying to put more shorts out, and I think that's helping. So yeah, we might have to do something, some kind of little giveaway or something for the 300, man. I know I said I was going to do it on even numbers, but I don't know.
Right. I don't know either.
Seeing how it took this long to get to 300, I may just do a little giveaway at 300. Why not?
Yeah.
So there you go. Put the word out. But yeah, no, it's been going pretty good actually. I picked up this week alone. Picked up quite a few subscribers, so I think the shorts are helping out more. And I don't know, maybe I'm getting back in the algorithm, whatever they want to call it.
It's possible.
I've kind of switched creator programs too. I was real big on using Power Director. Well, I started getting used to this CapCut, and it's actually a lot cooler than Power Director, you can do more on it, and it's actually easier to do it than Power Director is in some instances. But the only thing I don't like about CapCut is the music that's on CapCut should be, what do you call that, non-monetized or whatever, so free to use. Apparently it's not, because every video I put out from CapCut gets a copyright claim on it. So I'm like, the hell. So I don't know.
I don't know either.
Eduardo says, "Give me away for the $5 for $5 at Dollar General."
He's on that $5.
We will give a $5 Dollar General gift card. Ricky says, "Let's start up some burner accounts."
Yeah.
I think I had a bunch of burner accounts subscribed to me because I was getting up there, and then all of a sudden I started going backwards quick.
Yeah.
I mean, really fast.
Yep.
The same thing happened on TikTok. I was at like 1876, and I was going to like take a screenshot of that, and then it just went backwards. And I'm like, "Oh, what did I do?" And then all of a sudden it went right back up. I'm like, okay, there was a lot of bots that subscribed to me though, which on that platform it kind of helps you, but it can hurt you too.
Yeah.
So usually the bots, you just don't follow them back.
I don't.
But I'll go in, I'll look at people's profiles, see if they put out videos, or see, if they're active, or because you can kind of tell if it's a new account or not. But that seems to have leveled off. I think I'm like 1,918 followers there, I think. So yeah, pushing 300 on this one. That's getting up there, man. 1,000, here we come.
Right.
Oh man, it's like Jimmy P made it in here.
Hi, Jimmy P.
Eduardo says fish fam strippers would be cool too.
But look at them. Let's think about that.
Jimmy P says it's cleaning day. I hate cleaning day. Like, during the week, it's like work day, work day, work day. You get home, it's like, I can relax. Oh, got to clean. Yeah. Just got in time to relive Eduardo's stripper cravings. Kenny says it's taken me 2 years to get to 657. Yeah, I believe that. It's taken me 2 years to get to 300 almost.
Yeah, it takes time.
But I did kind of shoot myself in the foot and change my name. I know that didn't help, but that's not saying I'd be at 1,000 by now. But I'm just saying that don't change your name unless you just don't change your name. You can do it with the handle now, and it doesn't mess anything up. But
Right.
they didn't have that when I did that.
No.
Whenever I did that.
No, this is all new. Clearly, everybody knows that.
Yeah. I see that the handles haven't kicked in yet, or they might have. I don't know.
I haven't noticed the difference.
No. But yeah, that's kind of like, I've got some friends on TikTok that do YouTube too, but they're not that big into YouTube yet. And I just, that's the first word of advice I give them. Whatever your channel name is, unless you only have like 2 or 3 subscribers, stick with it,
Yeah.
Even if it sucks,
Yeah.
I would just stay with it. Because in the long run, that's how people are going to find you. What did he say? Marco said, I should do a little short on them at home. Oh, yeah, because he's got Maria's These Guppies.
Yep.
That'd be kind of cool.
They showed up today, he said.
Heck yeah. Well, doing a little short definitely won't help or won't hurt.
Right.
I've been trying to put at least a few shorts out a week. I should probably do that daily. But I don't know. Maybe. because it's kind of doing the TikTok and the YouTube same thing. I don't know. What I'll figure something out. And now I got to start doing stuff on the Patreon site too. So I don't even know what the hell I'm going to do on that one.
I actually share the same content to all of my platforms, and I've noticed that it helps me on every single one.
And presenting the fish stamp flippers. Do you think they're hot? No, just wait until they get wet. I like that one.
So that's pretty funny.
Yeah, so some point this week I might sneak out to the backyard and grab that big branch I got, snap it up, maybe slide it in there and see how it looks in there. But right now I'm super happy with it. I finally got a somewhat decent picture of my Nerei, and they're super hard to get pictures of. Not really video, but definitely good pictures. I wouldn't call these good. But I think this one. That's one of them colored up there.
The other two look like they're stretched.
Do what?
The other two fish look.
That's just how they are.
I know.
That's just how they are, yeah. There's two of them in the same shot. And then that's from one side of the tank. There he is. You see why I wanted the white substrate now? Yeah. Then there's that one. But yeah, that's the tank that sits right now. Definitely happy with it.
It looks so much better. It's brighter. You can see their color better.
Yeah. I do have one in there that I don't know if it missed out on mealtime a lot or if something's wrong with it, but it just doesn't appear that it's, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like his belly doesn't stick out like everybody else's. It's like he doesn't eat anything, but he eats. I don't know. Hope he's all right, but the rest of them seem to be doing fine. Let's see. Kenny says, one of my Instagram shorts got 13.4 thousand views overnight. Nice. I had a TikTok go viral. In fact, it's still going. It was just, I didn't read a TSP on a Chevy pickup. And yeah, I got roasted, but you know what? I also got a lot of views and subscribers off of that one. It's still, every time I look at it, every day I look at it, it's like at 273.3 thousand views or something like that. It's got 3,500 likes. I'm like, works for me. And then I got another one where I was making fun of engineers on a Chevy. If you want a video to go viral, just make fun of Chevy engineers. They will come out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
Trust me. But that got 25,000 views. But yeah, that's, I don't know. And it's weird how it happens. It's like you sit there and you make a video on, whether it be on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram, whatever, you make a video and you're like, this might get a couple views. And next thing you know, kaboom, it explodes. And you're like, what the hell just happened? But then you take a video that you put a lot of time and effort into and you're like, this one's sure to get it going. And
nothing.
Squat.
Correct.
And that happened all the time. Jeremy made it in. What's happening, Jeremy? Let's see. Looks like Biggie's support group made it in. What's happening, buddy? Ricky says, how's my hand? My hand's fine. See? Arowana marks. Call those trophies.
Yeah.
Let's see. For a video making fun of any type of truck owner, this is very true. Very true. Pleco Whisperer, how you doing? Welcome. Mark Sterlson, did I say hi to you, buddy?
No, but
Good day, buddy.
Ricky did also ask you if you were trying to give James a run for his money. I don't know if you heard about what happened to Fisher and Fever. He
Well, I
was
know he
trying,
got bit by a piranha.
yeah, he was trying to do a video like showing that piranha aren't as bad as everybody thinks.
Yeah, and they bit him.
Ripped the
Yeah.
skin clean off his knuckle.
Yeah, no, he was telling me that in Chicago. Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to compete with that. No, I didn't feed these guys first. And honestly, I forgot. Went to go reach in for a rock, and the arowana reached for me twice or three times, maybe. He's quick, very quick. Yeah, that was a new one for me. I mean, I knew they were somewhat aggressive fish, but I didn't think they were like that. So, I think kind of monitoring my feedings of them today and making sure we're on track with them. Because the last thing I want is him going nuts and eating anything that fit in his mouth in there.
Right.
But yeah. Jeremy says he thought you were a worm. Yeah.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
Must have. This is my pinky finger. Yeah, it was weird. I don't even remember how he did that. I reached in like this, and he just, bam, swiped me. Yeah.
Yep. Lesson learned, though.
Yeah. Or I'll still do it again. It'll happen.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Every time now I got Galactus has got just about the same attitude as Bobby, only in smaller form, so I'm sure he's going to nail me more than once, like the other one does. Ricky says, okay, I really need to get to doing stuff around here. I'm going into alert mode. All right, well, thanks for popping in, Ricky. No more jazz hands and tanks. Nope, next time I'm just going to drop food in first and then reach it after they've swarmed the food for a second.
I think maybe put the food on one side of the tank
It doesn't
and
matter.
then go for what you need on the other
Food
side.
moves. Food moves.
Well, you're just going to have to be really quick then.
It's all right.
Ricky says he's still here. He's just lurking.
Yeah. Okay, cool. No, it really didn't even hurt. It just surprised me more than anything.
Yeah.
Then my throat still hurts from doing that stupid Macho Man thing yesterday. That take, man, I came over here and after that take and I almost puked. Just, you gotta really squeeze your throat to get the macho out. Yeah.
Yep.
See? He says he'll chime back in. He can't help himself. He's not a very good lurker.
He's like the only one chatting, like back-to-back chats, and he's supposed to be lurking. He's not getting anything done today.
I don't think any of us are.
No.
No, I gotta get better at. I used to be able to do Macho Man really good. Not so much anymore. I could have attempt to improve on the rock impression. I don't know. That just to me came out sounding like Obama.
It kind of did.
I don't know. Could make fun of Obama. Oh, you want to see my Biden impression? Here we go. Did I get it?
Stop it. Let's not make this political.
I'm not, but I'm not saying you can't make fun of people. I got a Trump too.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to remember it. My hands are too big. We're going to find them. Find them. Yeah, okay. Anyways. What else did I do? You do a Razor Ramon. That one's not too hard.
No.
You just got to throw toothpicks everywhere.
Yeah, and say, hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Get a top hat and do the Undertaker, I suppose. I don't know. I'll think of something.
Yeah, probably.
What really sucks is when you're trying to do an impression and you have props like eye patches and stuff, and you can't find them anywhere. So then your pirate just looks stupid. Yeah. I don't know. And then I just have random characters.
Yeah.
Just people that they sprout out of my head.
Yep.
I could do a video on that, but it would probably get banned because somebody would be offended.
If he wants you to DDT, that's not nice.
All right. See?
Not nice.
Who's DDT, though? Because there's many people that did DDTs.
That is true.
Kyle says, Macho Man again, just because you said you wouldn't do it.
Right. You did say.
I got to work on the Ultimate Warrior. The problem with the Ultimate Warrior is his rants. It's rants. They can't make any sense at all. So basically, you just have to start yelling about a spaceship going to Candyland while you're traveling the Rainbow Bridge to Oscar Mayer Produce Factory. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I got to figure out how to make it right.
Right.
Ironically, that could have been a good Biden thing too. Just start talking about random stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. I don't know. Maybe I'll do an episode where I just do impressions. That would be kind of fun.
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
When the cream rises to the top, you just gotta take it, brother. Yeah.
Stop it.
Damn it! Here we go again.
Yeah, quit.
And I totally screwed that segment up too.
Mm-hmm.
I caught that after I produced it.
It happens.
Yeah. Ricky's right. Ultimate Warrior, you just have to spit and propel sweat everywhere when sudden moves. With sudden moves. Yes, but you also have to go on a weird tangent.
And talk about random stuff.
Wizzle, what's happening, buddy?
Babies.
Oh, man. Who's Tatiana? What I meant.
Tatiana is B Wizzle. That's the stripper name that Eduardo gave him.
Oh.
Which I find very funny because I actually work with a Tatiana and she's the sweetest, most quiet little girl ever. Little woman, I should say. But
if I were a stripper, my name would be Alexa. That way, you can just say, Alexa, off.
You look mine up.
What's happening, Brandon? Misfits, Reptiles, and Aquatics made it in here?
Oh, I'm sorry, not stripper name, pole dancing name. Tatiana is B Wizzle's pole dancing name from Eduardo.
There's a difference?
I think he tries to be politically correct by saying pole dancer.
Oh, okay. Vinosky made it. What's happening, Vinosky? How you doing? I had no idea.
Neither do I. This chat always goes so random.
But you know what? It just wouldn't be a metalhead stream if it didn't.
That's true. That's true.
And we also got that fish fam thing coming. It's coming.
Like very soon. The next.
Not even breathing heavy. I mean, okay. Rico was here. He'd have laughed at that.
Yeah, that's true. He probably would.
Oh, well. Can't win them all, right?
No.
Tatiana to the main stage. Tatiana to the main stage. $3 snake bites in the next 2 songs. Remember to tip your waitresses.
Wow, Ricky's been to a lot of gentlemen's clubs.
I was going to say, Eduardo does not come across as the politically correct type, at least in person.
So because he owes a pole dance, you've named him Tatiana. You should have just stuck with what I said.
Jen says my worst name is somebody. Somebody needs to make me dinner. Somebody needs to watch the kids. Somebody needs to work.
Yeah.
What's happening, June? How you doing? Silver Creek made it in. What's happening, Silver Creek? See, this is the problem. I keep looking down. It should be just.
It's because you're on 2 different devices.
You know what? Maybe if I just did that. There we go.
Goodness gracious.
Okay. Jeremy says, I always figured why I pay for what can be had for free. Well, I don't know if I'd call it free.
Because he's never been to one of those clubs.
Well, might pay more to see the same thing you can see at home.
But see, the thing is, you're not paying them really to do anything but rub their ass on your lap. That's all you're paying them to do.
And face.
Well, sometimes. But what I'm saying is, you're not. I mean, it's not like you're paying for anything extravagant, really.
See, a meme of a guy pulls up and picks up a lady in the night. He says, what can I get for $50? She says, anything you want. Next thing you know, she's doing his dishes. I mean, it's a win-win, right?
Eduardo says pole dancers don't do that, I think. Well, let me tell you something, sir.
Wash dishes?
No, the rub their asses in your lap.
Oh, yeah, they do. Not that I know.
We don't have experience. We don't.
Stand by, Chardonnay. Stand by. Jesus. Yeah, that is accurate. Jeremy says $50 for a transmission flush sounds cheap.
That does sound cheap.
That does sound cheap, yeah. See, they got to be careful when they say anything you want.
That's true, yeah.
I need this engine swap. Have at it.
Right.
$50. Come on.
The whole thing from start to finish.
Chop chop.
You got to take that old one out, put the new one in, and it's got to run at the end of it.
Do a starter on a North Star for me. Get her done.
Mm-hmm.
Probably take them 5 hours just to find the starter on it. Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Mark says, after 43 years of marriage, I still pay through the nose and ain't getting that shoved up my crotch. Yep.
Ouch.
Oh, man. We are like we are the dark side of the fish fam over here.
I really, really think so. Like, this is why we're called
Everybody's
MayheM.
channels are so sweet and innocent, and then here come the metalheads.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the few chats that just goes kaboom.
Every single week.
Yeah.
I don't think we could have a normal live stream if we wanted to.
I don't think that I could honestly sit here and do anything scripted.
No.
There's been a few videos that I have tried to write a script, I guess you could call it, I basically just gave up on that and just had guides. And those were my creature features.
Yeah.
Because those I kind of dub over the footage. So I need to find something to blabble out for however long that video takes. So that's about the only time. If I sat here, now I will write notes on subjects I want to go on. Half the time that doesn't go right.
Nope.
But I don't think I could legitimately sit here and not joke around and laugh and have a good time. Just can't do it.
No.
Even on some of the other streams I've been on, it winds up being a blast just because we just talk about whatever. I was up really, really late talking with Big Tank Hank one night. That was fun.
Yeah.
And we had a good time. And hell, when we were on Rico and Ed,
Yeah.
that was a riot. It doesn't matter whose channel we go on, we have fun.
Yeah.
But that's not saying that, if there's a question be asked that I can answer, yeah, I will. And I'll try to be serious for like 2.5 seconds. But then we revert back to main programming.
Yes.
June says Big Tank Hank is a very wise man. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And he's a great guy. I enjoyed hanging out with him for a few hours. And I mean, it was late for me and kind of, I don't know if you call it late for him. It's just time zone difference. But man, we had such a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Urinator made it in. What's happening? Can I ask questions here? I think we've been through this one, Jerry.
I feel like that last time that specific person was in this chat, they ended up getting kicked.
No, I don't think that was them. Eduardo says 5 seconds, and that's pushing it, Josh. Well, yeah, I agree.
Sure. I don't know if you saw Paul McCarthy made it in.
Hey, Paul, what's happening, buddy? Looks like we've got Sharpie's Fish and Phantoms. What's happening, Sharpie? How you doing? Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we just go on about whatever. Sometimes we got more things to talk about. Sometimes we don't. So we make things to talk about.
Yeah. Like strippers.
Yeah, like
and wrestling.
How much you can pay a prostitute to do your lawn maintenance or oil changes. See, people are not thinking outside the box.
No.
They're offering anything you want for $20. Change the oil in that truck outside. And now.
Yeah.
Your beard is majestic and amazing, man. Can I pet it? You should have seen my old beard.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I let people pet my beards. I know, it's a thing. Peplin made it. What's happening, Peplin? How you doing? Eduardo said, Josh, I just had an oil change and I mentioned it already. LOL.
Oh yeah, on my stream. Because then after all of that, it's when he went to the dollar store and they wouldn't give him his $5 credit for his birthday.
Well, see, Eduardo, you weren't thinking outside the box. Oh man. Oil changes teach me how to fix the booster system on a Land Rover. That's easy. You just pour gas inside of every compartment on the Land Rover, light a match, and push it down a hill. Problem solved.
Done. Fixed.
Easy fix. Make sure your insurance is up, though. Paul said he had to change the headlights today, had to take the battery off to get it. I'm sure they made it difficult on purpose. They do.
Yeah.
They don't want people to be able to fix things on their own. Otherwise, that would cost them money. I don't. they're trying to make everything to where you can't just take it to your buddy or if you're mechanically inclined. They're trying to make it to where you can't do it at all. You have to go to them.
Right.
I've had to pull bumpers off of things just to get to the bolts for the headlight assembly. Yeah. I had one just the other day, a little Toyota. I had to pop the corner of the bumper and pull it back a little bit just to get to one damn bolt. But the bulb I needed to change was clear up in the fender. I couldn't stake my hand in there to save my life if I had to.
Right.
Let's see. Wow, Yuri says watching the stream from Kenya. That's awesome.
And then wants to know if you've heard about Kenya.
I've heard of Kenya.
This is either somebody that we know being a complete smartass, or this is a spam bot that a moderator needs to take care of.
Why are you so angry?
Because that's just that right. Have you heard my history of Kenya? Like, anybody that took me in a world history class in school knows Kenya. It's just, I feel like it's somebody being a smartass.
We're just being facetious.
Maybe.
I don't even know what I just said.
I feel like it's somebody being a smartass.
Well, that's okay. They're welcome here. A lot of us are smartasses.
All of us. See, Sharpie said Kenya West.
Isn't that a singer?
Kanye West.
Oh.
But yes, I think that's, yeah.
Bunny Viper made it in. What's happening, Bunny? How you doing? Keep looking down. I got the chat right there. Yeah. The stupid vacuum system attached to the brake piston. Yeah. BMWs are fun too. They have this on that straight six. They've got this little elbow that runs off their way overthought air filtration system or air inlet. And this thing sprouts off 8 different directions, but it always cracks. And then it pulls in unmetered air. Car doesn't run right. I get the opportunity to fix it.
Yeah.
I will admit the SUVs are a little bit easier to work on than the cars because they're not as packed in there. But it's the like the old 325s, it takes a while just to get to that tube. And then you can't really get anything on the clamp holding the little side run hose, whatever you want to call it. That is no fun. And then they're oil leak city. Everybody makes fun of Harleys and Chevys for oil leaks. The BMWs are just as bad, if not worse. Oh. Actually, it looks like Whit made it in here. Who did I
A
miss?
couple people made it in.
Steph made it in. What's happening, Steph? Let's see. Whit? What's happening, brother? All right. Eplin Creek says the Ford 4x4 vacuum system is trash. Just disable and lock yourself. I wholeheartedly agree with that. We have one work truck. I have replaced the actuators 3 times and had to replace a CV shaft because of it. And it doesn't matter how much you clean this stupid hub where that thing mounts. Clean it, make sure there's no gouges, no nothing, no dirt, nothing. Your 4x4 might work for 2 or 3 months.
Right.
And then it goes right back to crap. You can hear it going out. I heard this going out on my way down to South Carolina, and I had literally just changed the damn thing. Well, Harleys are agricultural machines. They're meant to leak oil. Yes. If a Harley is leaking oil, that means it has oil.
Right.
Let's see. Steph says second Saturday in a row on top of working late almost every day for the last 2 weeks. Jeez. That's no fun.
No.
June says having a mechanic for a husband. And for a husband was hell on our cars. Can you drive it? Not broken, then somebody should get on dinner.
Accurate.
There's that somebody name again. Liquid electric tape on the rubber elbows works if you can't find an elbow, especially in an 8-way. Yeah, I have been using. We have this rubber tape, very stretchy. It's kind of like vinyl, but not. Wrap it around that air tube. I just heat it up a little bit. Clean it up first, wrap it around there, and just heat it up a little bit. Works great. I just had to do one again yesterday because you can't find these inlet tubes. For the Beamers, you can. But for that Buick I was working on, it had a big crack right down the side, and it's not that old. But you still got to get that from the dealer if you're lucky.
Right.
Most of the times when you call GM, it's been discontinued, even though the car is still in production. How the hell do you do that? You're still making the car, but I can't get this stupid part.
Right.
Oh, boy. Jeremy says, since we got on cars, what would you do to an LS3 if you had one you were going to mod? There's a ton of stuff you can do with an LS3. Ton of stuff. And I think that's before they did the full deactivation or the AFM. So I don't think that came out until like six or seven. Either way, there's a ton you can do that. The head gasket should hold up to almost 1,000 horse. But that's the head gasket. The bottom end, no. Bottom end, you might get 750 stock. But you're definitely going to want to upgrade cam, upgrade crank, upgrade pistons. Then you can crank that puppy out to 1,000 or more.
Right.
Before you have to start thinking about, okay, I got to find better head gaskets. Now, if you just want to do like cheap bolt-on mods, well, there's tons of options there. But don't fall for the trap that everybody falls for. You don't need a spark plug that costs $30 a plug. It's not going to do anything different. Just go with the factory plug. Stick with the factory Delco plug. It's fine.
Right.
Many arguments on using Denso. I have seen them use it. Densos work just fine too. I prefer to stick with the Delcos. And believe me, I have made the same mistake of, ooh, this spark plug says it can do all this crap. It costs $25 a plug, so I put 2 in my Harley. Guess what? They both filed out.
Yep.
Like that. And I hate Champion spark plugs. I threw 2 of those in there, ran fine. Then they found out. But then I figured out that was the carburetor adjustment was off. Got a couple NGKs, tossed it in there, runs fine. NGKs honestly last longer in a Harley than anything else.
So Dave Farrell made it in.
What's up, Dave? How you doing? Good seeing you. But yes, LSs are, I mean, they're just, you can't really go wrong on whatever you want to do. But you got to build it for whatever you want to do. If you wanted to street around, you could go get the MSD coil packs and pump 8mm wires on it. You could even go with a cold air intake, you'd be fine there. But if you want serious power, you got to change components. You got to start looking ahead. What kind of valves you want to run? What kind of springs you want to run if you're going to go a taller cam. You got to run different springs or else you're going to blow those up. And then if you go to cranking too much horsepower into it, now you got to do the bottom end. Or you could pro charge it. Then you could just have a good tuner get into the program and adjust settings, and it can be a little monster. It's all in, how you want to do it. Me personally, I'd take an LS3 and I'd stick it in the smallest car I could find. Like Chevette, Pinto, wheelie machine. What did I miss here? What I missed? Probably saw. Especially you run a factory plug if it's a Ford motor. Yeah, don't put auto lights in it. Whip says my Harley's a 96 and it has run fine for 26 years. The only time it leaked was when the Harley shop F up my derby cover. Oh man, the derby cover. Yes. It is so easy to strip those screws out. Mine's a 2000. But luckily nobody's screwed that bolt up yet. Now, that being said, I do need to do some inspecting in there. My service cover's starting to seep, which 22-year-old wife, what do you expect? She's still pretty. And she'll run. I think that's just an 88, though. I don't think it's a 96. The motor, I think it's an 88 Evo. Jeremy says it's already in the car. Well, that doesn't mean you can't take it out.
Right.
Silver Creek says, buddy of mine fitted a 4.9 into a Pontiac Fiero. That was nuts. I have heard a lot of people do that. They actually make kits to do that. The 4.9. I'm thinking of the North Star. A lot of people do North Star swaps into the Fieros, and they're just little monsters. I mean, those cars weigh nothing.
Right.
And they're rear-wheel drive because the motor's in the back. They're like little supercars, but they're a Fiero.
Yeah. Totally different subject here, but Junior Metalhead just sent me a picture that she took at the concert she worked last night. There was a big poster on the cooler of bottle, like 20-ounce drinks that said, her request is that they had all caps had to be removed from the bottles before they were given to the paying customer. And the reason for that was if they had bottles to go with them, it hurt less if the cap was off of it. This is Trans-Siberian Orchestra that she worked the show for last night, and they were not allowing bottles to be sold with the caps on it.
Well, I mean,
who throws a bottle with the Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Maybe somebody that doesn't like Christmas music.
Then don't go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Maybe I go to throw a bottle at somebody.
Like, I think that's just absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's not ridiculous. Like, I can see that happening at a rock show, but Trans-Siberian Orchestra? So weird.
I like my convertible, man. Well, the bad part about convertibles, I don't know if they still do it with convertibles, but they used to weigh those down more than the hardtops. Just because they didn't want you flipping and killing yourself. Like the Mustangs would have roll bar.
Yeah.
Mom's had a roll bar that would come up, but they just, the convertibles are usually slower than the hard tops.
Mhm.
That doesn't mean you can't change that.
Right.
Dave says he's going to start looking for an 80 square body. Back to simple. There you go. Silver Creek says, nah, 4.9 V8, tiny little pistons. Yes, yes, they were. But their water pumps were stupid long. Those, like, spanned half the front of the motor. 24 volts later, you got the thing loose.
Mhm.
And that was just the pump. That's not talking what it took to get to it. It wasn't bad to get to, but
Right.
yeah. Whip says, mine's pretty antsy run. It's not going to win any races, but I have no interest in going fast anymore. I hear you. I go out, I have a little fun, but I mostly just cruise. Like 50-pound difference between the vet coupe and the vert. Yeah, worth it. I mean, hell, you could drop that somewhere, I'm sure. Yeah, motor in the 90 DeVilles. Yep. I remember those 4.9s. They weren't bad engines. The 4.6, I think, just put a little more power out. But the 4.6 also had a lot more problems than the 4.9s did. Oh, Garden Meter made it in. What's happening, Grant and Shelby? Grant or Shelby? Hi, both of you. June says, I love driving fast cars. It's fun. I do get to play with some of the toys at work. Not gonna lie, I don't mind it. Especially that 64 vet. That thing is just a monster now. It was already a beast with the 327 in it, but now that it's got the LS in it, it's just and it's naturally aspirated. We didn't even do any power modifiers to it. We did have the computer. We did have a harness built, and the computer eliminated all the emissions out of the ECU that came out of the car that the motor came out of. All it is running is literally two O2 sensors, a map sensor, and a mass airflow. That's it. There are no other emissions on this car. There's no cats, no nothing. And I think those were 405 stock. They were estimating we're probably around 425 now. I don't know what it is at the wheel, but I know it's fast as hell because that car weighs nothing. Just an angry little monster. Angry little 4-speed is what that is.
Yeah.
I went through all 4 gears just going to the gas station. I got there like that. Let's see. Grant says he's almost done with half the rack. Then Whip says, where do you keep finding places to put more racks? This is very true. I would have asked the same question.
Mhm.
Jeremy says his house is a black hole. It's infinite space for shrimp tanks. I've seen some of the racks they've got. They're pretty cool.
The shrimp tanks that they took to
I mean,
Chicago were
I've seen.
pretty
Yeah.
small.
Well,
but I don't know if you saw them.
their whole setup in Chicago was just really awesome.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Great time for everybody, and everybody's probably going to keep still talking about cars. If you can spread your arms and turn a full 360 degrees, then there's room for a wreck. Good point, Grant. Very good point. Ricky Nevada says, I can't wait until Grant installs a ceiling rack, kind of like the one you use in your garage for storage tubs, only with fish. Hey, that would actually be a really cool idea. We don't have a garage, but I wonder if we could come up with something like that for actually in the house. That would be really cool. Can we practice T-Rex arms later? Oh my gosh. I really hope that that's some kind of a weird inside joke that I'm totally missing out on. But either way, that's really funny. Platinum tiger guppies are all out of their shift bags and in their new tank. That's awesome, Eduardo. I really hope you enjoy them. Guppies and small fish in general are just, I love them. Don't get me wrong, I love the monster fish that we have. I really do, but I really am a fan of smaller tanks and smaller fish. We eat less. Which says I need you to explain that concept to Mrs. Witt. Yeah, I mean, listen, if you have room to move around, you have room for a tank. That's probably why my dining room is completely taken up by tanks, minus the dining room table that we sit at for our live streams. But yes. I mean, Eduardo, listen, if you have 9 days off, you have plenty of time to enjoy those fish. And they really are fun to sit and watch. Small fish in general, like I said, and especially if you can have them schooling, like the T-bone tigers that we have. They're so much fun to watch get into a little pack and just swim all around the tank. I love it.
I just stretch my legs for a minute. Well, I have an idea, but I think it would be the end of this room. I think the floor would cave in.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd love to make a dining room table tank.
That would be really cool.
I think the floor would cave in at that point.
Yeah.
I have the equivalent of 2 Cadillacs just sitting in this room. And I'm not talking modern Cadillacs. I'm talking
old school, big bodies.
70s at least.
Fat girls.
The 5,000 pounders. Yeah. So I'm just afraid to put anything directly in the center of the room that's very heavy. Jeremy says they make house jacks. Yeah, they do.
They do.
And I'm going to slide my happy ass down there next spring and insert some.
Yep.
Because if you notice, everything's along the wall. And that was done for a reason.
Yeah. Yep.
No, I love big fish. I love small fish. I love watching all these guys just get big. I like going down the pool and watching them and everything. But the smaller fish are cool too, you know.
Yep. And that's what I was saying. Like, I love going down and watching the pool and seeing split swim around the pool. But at the same time, I love sitting here watching the tiger barbs or the bettas, the guppies.
And I've got such a mix in that cube tank. It's like,
yeah,
watching all those guys is really cool too.
It's fun.
And then I got my African cichlids that are always on the move.
Always have.
Doesn't matter if it's day or night, they're on the move. But yeah, no, my ultimate goal would be to make a dining room table tank.
That would be cool.
That would be cool, but just don't know about that one.
I wouldn't be opposed to it either. That's the thing.
I just don't know about that one.
Like, the sad thing is, I would, as long as I still have a place that I can sit down, I don't care. I don't care. Which is probably why I have so many fish tanks in my kitchen. As long as I have a little bit of counter space to work with, I don't care.
Grant says that's just what Shelby was just talking about. How's the hand?
Everybody.
It's fine. It looks worse than it is, really, seriously. But there you go. That's what an arowana can do.
You're the one that told me to put that up on the Metalhead Facebook group, and I did. And
I was like, wow, I didn't know they bite. I mean, I knew they were aggressive, but I didn't know they would bite your hand. This one doesn't care. He'll bite the shit out of you.
Grant says we got just enough room for a nice tank table.
There you
Well,
go.
the table that we're sitting at right now, it wouldn't be really all that hard to attach a tank underneath it, really, or attach the top of the table to it.
I know where one's at. We almost went and got it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard.
And even Jeremy says, I didn't think they could even do that. Yeah, I didn't either.
Neither
but
did
they
we.
do have that trapdoor mouth. I wouldn't call it teeth, but they got something in there.
Whip said, "How big is yours?" I mean that in the most innocent of ways.
Where's he at?
On the other side of you.
I would say he's just over a foot.
To me, he looks more like he's probably about 14 to 16 inches.
I don't think he's quite 16. I mean, if you want to believe that 16 inches, then
I think, but again, and honestly, dogfish typically look smaller when they're in the tank, and then you pull them out and you're like, oh, I didn't realize.
well, why don't you put your hand next to him?
No thanks. Anyway.
Eduardo says, wait, what did I miss? Who bit you?
His arowana.
That guy. Right there. The arowana got me last night.
He's at least a foot, Jeremy, if he's not over, but I think he's more like 14 inches.
Whip says, mine's about 25 to 26. Now I'm worried about putting my hand in there. You know what? I put my hand in the pool all the time with the gar. I've got a gar in there, and he wouldn't hurt you. The problem is this guy just was hungry, and I'm not going to lie, I forgot to feed him yesterday. And he reminded me that I needed to feed him, which I quickly fed him after he bit the shit out of me. Eduardo says, the arowana, they bite since when?
Well, since last night.
I just, like I said, I forgot to feed him yesterday. I got caught up in the 125 and I literally forgot to feed everybody. And he doesn't like to go unfed. He doesn't.
And he bit. And he drew blood.
Yeah. And it was so quick too. It was like they attack like snakes, man. They just don't stay attached, you know. But yeah, they'll bite if they're hungry.
Yep.
I'm surprised he honestly, when he goes to eat, he jumps at the food. And I'm honestly surprised that he hasn't jumped out of his tank.
Oh my God. Knock on wood. We don't need that happening.
Like if I have the lids open to do water maintenance or whatever I got to do in there, if I have a lid open, he's got enough spring in him to launch. Wondering how many beers Josh has had. 1, 2, 3, and then I got 2 unopened. Might have been a 4th one in there.
Yeah, you've only had like
when he bit me? I don't know.
You hadn't even had that many at that point.
Yeah. Really wasn't that many.
Watch out, Jeremy.
Last night before I got bit. Yeah, probably, I would say about 3 or 4, because I was in the middle of making that video.
Yeah. And it was pretty early on.
Yeah. And I just went in to grab a couple of rocks out of the tank in this one, and that's when he did that. Oh, man. Whip says his Oscar is about 15 inches, and that's the only fish I have that active. The active tries to end my life at any time I put my head in. Really? All my Oscars are puppies.
I was going to say, our Oscars are big babies.
Yeah.
They really are.
It's like Melvin made it in. Did you change your name again?
Legacy Explorer Aqua looks like, yes.
All right. Oh man. But yeah, that reminded me I needed to feed him.
Yep.
But he's the only fish in that tank that does that. Even this gar right here could be starving and he wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I can actually pick him up out of there. He doesn't mind. Split doesn't like it when you try to pick him up. Ask me how I know.
Great.
But yeah, they will bite if they're hungry. I don't think he did it on purpose. I think he was just thought I was feeding them and
You
didn't
saw
realize.
fleshy stuff.
Well, the problem is the way their eyes are. They kind of lose sight, kind of like Gar. When they're striking, they're just, I guess, memory.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw this. He's dropping food. Bam. Oh, I wasn't dropping food. That's why he let go and shot off.
Right.
But yeah. Eduardo says Melvin changes names as fast as I change stilettos. Depends, Josh, on what you ate for dinner last night. LOL.
You hadn't had anything to eat at that point when you fed
No.
him.
Nope. I just made a mistake.
It was an oopsie.
It was an oopsie. And
Lesson learned.
yeah.
Now we know not to mess around with that tank.
Well, any other time I put my hand in there and he doesn't bother me. But
Feed him first.
like I said, I usually feed him a couple times a day. I had forgotten to yesterday. Oops.
Yeah.
Figures I was deprived. Whip says, that's his first angry Oscar. The Jag has no interest in me. The Dempsey could care less. The Pike, Texas, and Salvini and Convict don't give a rip. The Oscar scares the shit out of me every time. Really. Man, I had a Dovi that I didn't put my hand in there because that thing would eat you. I'd rather put my hand in a piranha tank than with that Dovi. That's how angry that thing was.
Yep. Are you ready? Are you ready? She's looking. She's looking and drinking and said she'll chat soon, but it doesn't matter because Patty's here.
Whip says a couple times a day. Mine gets fed once every other day.
Oh, no.
That's why he's mad.
Right.
Do your Macho Man impersonation.
No.
Ooh, yeah.
It's the best show we're going to get. Yeah, I'm not trying to have him throw up everywhere, so just, can we not?
No, fine.
No thanks.
That was because I was also doing it consistently for like 5 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Petrol Man popped in. What's happening, buddy? How you doing? But yeah, no. In the pool, I feed those guys literally with the temperature dropping. I slow down on feeding them. The pool will maintain 75 degrees, but I don't feed them as heavy, just in case it gets cooler than that, but usually doesn't. But in summer, I'll feed them once a day down there. These guys will get fed a couple times a day. The cichlids, they're different. Once to twice a day. The discus tank, I'll feed them a couple times a day also. The Fahaka, I feed him once a day. I was feeding him 2 shells or 2 half shells, but he's starting to get a little wasteful, so I'm thinking that might be too much for him. So I dropped down to just 1. And he seems to be doing pretty good with that. That sounds expensive. It's not cheap.
No, no. I feel like we spend almost as much money in fish food as we do in groceries.
Yep. Now, here's what's nice about the smaller fish. I feed them less.
Right. We still spend a lot of money in fish.
Because they get pretty much kind of the way he does there. I'll do them every other day. These guys, every other day or every couple days. But I try not to put too much in here because of the filter on there. I don't know how much longer it's going to last. It was one of those that I got for free, and I had to kind of make 5 into 1 kind of thing. So,
Oh no, there goes that free stuff again. Here we are freeloading. Gosh. We're just a bunch of freeloaders.
I know it. Yeah. I really hope somebody trolls me again because I had fun making that video.
I just can't help it. Cannot help it.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, well, speaking of that, we were supposed to go to the OCA this weekend.
Today, we were actually supposed to be there today, like right now.
Just things didn't work out. So I took advantage of the downtime, took care of the 125 for now. Got a few other things done. I do have some more salt to go with that 90-gallon behind her. I just don't have the gumption to deal with it today. What says I dropped about $200 on Hikari sinking and floating stick and carny pellets, but that will last me months.
We can't. How does that work?
Well, he's feeding them very slowly. That's how that works. Because I was doing the same thing. And I could, out of a bag of the carny sticks, and I'm talking the 1 or 2 pound bag, whatever it is, the big one, that one would last me
roughly 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, but the problem was I was putting it in here with the flower horns and the pool.
Right.
So if I got one specifically for one tank, it would probably last a lot longer. You know, if I got a bag for the flower horns and if I got a bag for these guys and got a bag for the pool, it would probably last longer. Problem is that's $75
I was
right
gonna
there.
say we're still not saving at that point.
That bucket of bug bites that I got was $80. But again, it goes to that tank, this tank, a couple other tanks. So, I mean, maybe they'll run a $5 off coupon.
Mark just said you get a $5 discount on the free stuff. Apparently, it's a 5-finger discount.
No.
Nope. According to her, it was a $5 or 5-finger discount. According to her, a lot of the stuff was either given to us for free or we were just taking it.
We were just taking
because
it.
Neither one was.
Weren't we the ones that had stuff come up missing? Yeah. Did I blame anybody? No.
No,
was there a point of blaming anybody?
No, it was just like, okay, it's gone, whatever.
We're like, well, it sucks, it's gone, but
whatever.
You know, you can't prove nothing.
Fun times.
That's great, Whip. And what are you gonna eat? Oh, what are your fish gonna eat? I misread that. Maybe get a bug zapper for summer and get free bug bites all year.
We have a bug zapper, and I
could
never
just bring it in the house and hang it over a tank. That's not. That's not. Because I mean, with all these tanks, we got gnats. Okay, flies and gnats. It's hard to keep those guys away. You can see me doing this, but that's not a half bad idea.
But we do have a bug zapper that's on the porch. We could just
Yeah.
kind of like shake it at the end of the season and get all the bugs out.
Shake it into the tank. Yeah.
there
There we go. They'll take care of it. That's a good idea.
Whip said, all I know is I didn't take it.
No, I guarantee Whip didn't take it. I don't even remember what it was.
It was something really stupid though. Like,
Oh yeah, he said put a bucket under him. Put a bucket under it. Let him fall into the bucket, and then
oh, we could do that too.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not $80.
Oh yeah, Eduardo, too funny, Josh. Women in general don't need proof if they believe it. It's yeah. Well, this particular individual, but
Well,
not going there.
yeah.
Not going there. It's over. It's done. She's been blocked. Although I'm sure she'll make another account to try to.
The only things we ever took, we were given.
Right.
And not to mention, I left them like 6 50-pound bags of salt, 5 or 6 bags of salt to do their whole driveway with, so nobody fell in their face.
Well, and it wasn't even that. It was because we showed up, and that was, I think, the weekend that they gave Minnie Metalhead the tank for her birthday, and we wouldn't have been able to fit the tank with
Yeah,
all
so
that salt.
I gave them all the salt. I'm like, here, you guys need this anyways. They're like, hell yeah. So there we go.
But, you know, dumbasses are going to be dumbasses.
Also refused to let me pay for things when I offered. Just saying.
Until the one time I didn't give them a choice and I was given the credit card and given a list of things to get from the grocery store and I paid for everything, gave him back the credit card, he wanted the receipt and I said, there isn't one, I didn't use your card.
Yeah, and he got mad about it. Not like mad, but just like
frustrated.
And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're always having us up here. Let us do something, you know. He wouldn't let us do anything.
Not unless I was sneaky, and I figured out really quick how to be sneaky about things without him knowing about it.
So that's how that goes, you know. And then you get somebody that doesn't know how things work, pops in and starts spouting off his mouth, and it's like, you don't know anything about what happened.
Right.
I would just shut up now.
That was the best part.
I told her that before.
Yeah, like she was never even there, never came around any of the times we were up there, but just assumed, based on a few times we were on a live stream, that we were getting all kinds of things for free. And
no, it wasn't even like that.
No. But whatever.
No. Then my video came out. And I had fun doing that. So
that's fun.
I openly encourage more trolls.
Yes. So if any of you want to make a burner account just to troll us, because that video actually was fairly popular.
Sincere, though. She's sincere about it. It's got to be sincere.
You have to actually believe that what you're saying is the truth.
Eduardo says, well, now it's time for me to get my food. Most likely Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
Oh, man, I never even thought about putting an H in there.
That is pretty funny, though. Only Eduardo. I don't know why I keep wanting to keep saying Edward.
That's anyway. Funny. From now on, that's how I'm going to refer to Cracker Barrel. Right there. Cracker Barrel.
See, he even said LOL. Jesse got it. Yeah, I got it. Cracker Barrel.
No, man.
You're too much, Eduardo.
Let's see. So I forgot to feed the arrow about 8 small frozen shrimp on Sundays. Yeah. You two have way more tanks than I, so the consumption rate is much slower. That and I only feed 4 times a week. Well, yeah, and it would probably be slower for us if we slowed down like that. But the problem is, this happens.
Yeah.
No, I mean I could probably go to once a day with these guys at least.
some of the tanks we could probably slow down on and do every other day, but some of these bigger fish.
Well, the reason I stay on that cube tank and feed them like twice a day is because I have those 2 black widows in there,
Mhm.
and I'd much rather keep them nice and fed versus them going after the plants in there.
Right.
So,
And Whip just said the
and there's
trade.
2 gourami in there.
Whip said the trade-off isn't worth it if they start feeding on you.
Yeah. No, it's
That's
not
what he
worth it.
said. Some of these bigger fish, some of the bigger fish, we would not be able to change their feeding schedule. Some of the smaller, like the cichlid tanks, the barbs, we could change their diet or their feeding schedule, no problem. But yeah, the bigger fish, in order to keep them from eating each other or trying to take off our fingers, they have to keep on a tight
Yeah.
schedule.
I wouldn't even call him one of the biggers. I mean, if I put him in the pool, Split would make him a snack. That's why he's not in the pool.
I don't disagree with that, but he is still bigger compared to a lot of the other fish in this house.
Yeah. Yeah. But I love him.
Mhm. Oh, and I can't charge it because my phone.
Oh, yeah. You could try plugging into that, but I don't think it works that well. I don't think it works at all, actually.
It's charging.
Oh, well, there you go.
Maybe it's because you have that new age phone and I had to get rid of my new age phone and go back to the Stone Age. No, it's really not the Stone Age.
After the arrow Wanda bit Josh, I will never go skinny dipping in Florida waters ever again. Just saying.
Oh, honey, they need something bigger than a mealworm. They'll be all right. You're gonna be just fine, Eduardo. Don't worry about it.
Well, I tell you what, I walked up to the ocean at 2:00 in the morning, turned around and said, "Nope." It's the pocket you need to worry about, Eduardo. They go freaking.
Oh, he just said, I'm gonna get it. Well, listen, you have Keystone Clash to plan
Oh,
for
man.
or Aquashella Chicago to plan for because that's the only way.
I tell you what, I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I had a blast at Aquashella Chicago. I did, but I think I had more fun at the Keystone Clash. Just not. It was more personable there versus Aquashella, you know.
In a way, yes, but we did have our crew at Aquashella that we spent our weekend with.
Yeah, but I mean, I had a good time at both places, but I just think I had a little bit more fun at the Clash.
I think it's because there were more people of the class that we knew versus at Aquashella.
Right. But I don't know.
Oh, he said, we are on. I'm bringing it. Banana pudding body slam, Jesse. All right. It's on, sir. Oh, Whip, you really want to tangle with Jess? I mean, she seems to be able to handle. Yeah, I mean, I'm not scared of him. I am not scared of him at all. I'm pretty sure we're in the same weight class or pretty close to it. I'm not scared.
Now, I will admit, next year at Aquashella, Chicago, I'm coming for that cornhole championship.
Oh, yes.
I'm eating my Wheaties, taking my vitamins, and saying my prayers, brother.
Have a good night, Eduardo. Thank you for coming. I really do love you, I promise.
Have fun at Cracker Barrel.
Yes, have fun cracking the barrel.
Oh, man.
And yes, I also agree. And I found out that those cornhole boards Ed actually made those.
Yeah.
So I told him that when the weather starts getting nice again, I want to commission him to make us a set of cornhole boards so that we can practice. And we can hopefully beat the Hudsons.
We gave them a pretty good run.
We did.
Sort of.
We did.
Yeah, we're coming. We're coming. John and Lisa, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but we're coming for those.
Lisa might.
Coming for that title. But yeah.
Get y'all.
The line's in the sand. We're coming. They're really cool to hang out with.
They are so much fun.
I'm just saying.
So much fun.
That doesn't mean I'm going to try to beat you. Doesn't mean I'm not going to try to beat you. There you go.
Lisa's so tiny and sweet.
And she's pretty damn good at that.
Yes, she is.
She was launching them through those. She was doing better than John was in some shots.
And this is where I actually agree with Lick. He said, I like Shella a little more just because most everyone stayed right there at the venue.
Well,
Clash seemed to break up after 5, and I missed out on stuff.
I do agree with that. And the problem with the Clash was, like, we could only stay so long because we had to go back to the B&B, which next year we're going to stay.
We're staying at the hotel.
That
next
way,
year. Yeah.
I ain't leaving until they tell me get the hell out.
Right. We're staying at the hotel
And
next
then I'm
year.
going to see how much longer I can wait until they tell me.
That was the thing
That's
and that was the thing about Aquashella, because they would shut everything down. We would help Carrie and Jesse get everything shut down, and Ed or whatever.
And I do
And
agree.
then we
I
would hang
did
out
like
in the
that.
lobby
Yeah,
until 3 o'clock in the morning, just shoot the shit.
I do agree with that. I do wholeheartedly agree with that. And see, there's things I like more about one than the other.
We were going to dinner with people at Aquashella where
there were people hanging out at the Clash, but that's because they were staying there. Everybody else couldn't sit there and drink and have a good time or whatever.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, there's things I like about both more than the other.
Right.
But I don't know. The Clash just kind of seemed. Maybe it's just because they had a car show going on at the same time. Now, you know what was funny about Aquashella Chicago? When they tore Aquashella down, we watched them bring in the Mecum auction. So I'm like,
we did.
Damn it. So we were just kind of wandering through there, just like, hey, what's going on over here? Trying to get in and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But because Whip's already seen me, he knows how I am around old cars. Dave Farrell even knows too. Me and Dave kept trying to figure out how to get in that museum or whatever that was on the other side of that hotel. We wanted in there.
Whip said, tiny, sweet, and deadly. She looked me dead in the eye and said she wasn't very good at cornhole. Then she proceeded to sing the back over and over and over.
Yeah. She's Lisa's pretty damn good at that. And then don't let her tell you she's not.
Dave said you didn't like the Clash more, or didn't like Aquashella as much because he wasn't there. Or it's because he was there.
If Dave would have been at Aquashella, I'd have been in heaven.
Yeah. I would have probably not seen much of you that whole weekend.
No, we'd have been. I mean, we had a blast at both places. It's hard to, but Aquashella is a different animal than the Clash.
Very much so.
Completely different. But I'm not going to say I didn't have fun at either one of them because that
would be a lie.
That'd be a bold-faced lie.
We had so much fun at both places. So much fun. I will say that I think Aquashella was more exhausting for me.
It was. There was a ton more people.
There were so many people, and I have such bad social anxiety that I had to keep going up to our room in Chicago just to get away from people, slam a beer, calm down, and then come back downstairs.
Mark Zero said somehow a cornhole toss-off sounds like something that would have happened behind closed doors. Well, this is a different cornhole.
Yeah.
Whip said you had so much fun at Jelly, you stayed there. Yeah, we did.
That was kind of.
I think we were the last ones out of there. I really think we were the last ones out there.
So we didn't actually plan on staying that extra day.
No, we didn't.
Found out that the room that we were in, which Lefty had actually paid for, and we split the room. But he had gotten the room for an extra night that we weren't even prepared for, and then we had to babysit Kelly's fish tank from the aquascape. So it kind of worked out that we had to stay that extra night.
Yeah.
Or I don't know what Kelly
Well,
would have done.
we were just gonna stay until Saturday and then head out Sunday. And then we found out that the room was ours for 3 days, or, you know,
for that extra day.
Sunday too.
Yeah.
And I felt bad, so I called work and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and stay up here one more day because I'd hate to see somebody waste their money, you know. So we decided to stay. And then we found out Kelly couldn't get that tank in her car. And it wouldn't fit in mine either. So, then we wound up staying until about 8 o'clock that Monday night.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I mean, it wasn't even a bad time.
No.
I mean, it kind of sucked because all of our friends left. There was a couple people. Joe left, though. Joe Stripjack, he left. And there was Josh, big guy.
Yeah, I can't. He was part of the Red Tide.
He was at the Elastic booth, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know, we'd sit there and hang out a minute, and then you'd see a few people, and then you saw no one.
James and Ed hung out with us for a little bit before they left.
For a little bit before they had to go, and then I saw John and Lisa leave. But I was on the other side of the hotel, and when I say the other side of the hotel, that's like a mile walk, or at least a half a mile. So
we walked so much that weekend.
I didn't get to say goodbye to them, but it's all right. That just means I'm gonna beat him at cornhole. But no, it was a blast. But man, there were so many people, and I don't do well around a lot of people, and I think I did pretty damn good.
You did better than I did. I had to keep walking away where you were pretty much.
I had to go outside a lot, but man,
I had to just keep going back into our room and like locking myself away from all of the noise and everything because I don't know how many times I had to push away a panic attack because there was just so many people. It was just so much.
It was different. So now next year we'll be used to that. We'll know what to expect.
Yeah.
This year we went into that not knowing what to expect.
Right.
So.
Well, Kenny's back. I didn't know Kenny left.
I think he was working.
Oh, well, he's here.
What's up, Kenny? No, but next year I think we'll be better prepared. We'll know what's coming.
Yeah, for sure.
You know. Definitely going to go with more stickers.
Yes. And travel mugs.
Travel mugs.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we don't have to carry coffee cups.
Oh, yeah.
Travel mugs.
Yes.
For our coffee.
Good idea. Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Okay, no, and this is probably going to make me sound like a really conceited person. But this is where that was different. I was there helping you guys get votes for the creator skates, and I was in my element because I was interacting with people. Most of the crowd, the people that were shuffling around the whole time, I didn't know who they were. I wasn't interacting with them. They were just in my space. They were in the bubble. They were freaking out. But as long as I knew I had people's attention on me, I was fine. And I know that probably doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people.
Well, that just means you need to start when people are in your bunch of people there. You just need to talk to them. Just be like, hey, man.
And you know what? That might actually work. But yeah, if
just ask them, go, do you fart?
Because you really can't put me in a big crowd of people. And if it's like, if I'm doing some kind of like I mean, I've done speeches in high school and debates in high school and stuff like that. And I was fine because I knew that people were interacting with me. But if I'm just in a big group of people and nobody is paying attention to me, I freak out.
She's freaking out right now.
And I know that makes me sound like super conceited, and I know that probably sounds weird, but yeah, I have to have that interaction with all of those people, or I don't do well.
I just had to get away from it for a few minutes.
Yeah, and that's why I kept going up to the room. I had to just shut everybody out.
Just don't do well with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm doing okay, okay. Now I need to walk outside for a minute.
Every single time I looked at you and said, I'm going up to the room, it was because my heart was racing so bad and I could feel a panic attack coming on that I knew I had to like get away, and I had to get away fast.
Yeah, so see, we didn't know what to expect. That was our first one.
Right.
And that was a lot of people.
That was a whole hell of a lot of people.
Now we know what to expect. Right. I think it'll go easier next time.
I think next year is definitely going to be a lot easier, for sure.
But we're definitely going to show up with more stickers. I'm going to try to get something made, shirts or hats or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not touchscreen.
No. And I do also want you to know, because I don't know if you saw it, Bex is going live at 5.
Is she?
She is.
Okay,
so
cool.
About 10
Why?
minutes.
I know she said she had to step away for a minute, so I didn't know if she was going or not.
If you don't have anxiety, you likely struggle with understanding how people feel when their anxiety starts going sideways. I'm definitely not an introvert. People don't bother me, assholes do.
Yeah.
People in general do not bother me. It's just large, like I said, large crowds. And if it's large crowds of people that aren't paying attention to me in one way or another, that's what freaks me out.
Mystery Snow Guardian made it in. What's happening, Internet? No, but I think
we're going to be way better.
I think it'll be okay next year because now you know what to expect. Well, so this being our first year, we didn't really know what the hell to do. We're like,
we followed Carrie around like 6 puppies.
Where'd we go? Yeah, we followed everybody around like lost puppies.
Mm-hmm.
And now we know how it goes. So I think it'll be better next time for us. And you know, same thing with the Clash too, I think, really.
Well, the Clash really wasn't that bad.
I was still kind of anxious there.
I didn't really feel anxious unless I was in the hospitality suite.
I got a little anxious there. That's why I'd have to, you'd see me for a few minutes and I'd have to walk away. It's just because that was my first big event like that. You know, we went to OCA, and OCA was kind of
tiny.
It was a really small place, and there was a lot of people in that.
Yeah.
And it was kind of bugging with me a little bit. And then we left there and we went and checked out a couple fish, and then I was good.
Right.
And that fish store is busier than hell.
Yeah.
And didn't bother me a bit.
Because you were in your element.
Yeah. But even at the Clash, there were certain moments where I'd start getting kind of freaked out for a minute. So
I know.
Whip says he's looking at Zazzle.
Don't go to Zazzle.
Looking a Zazzle replacement.
Sticker Mule.
Sticker Mule. They're more expensive, but they're better quality.
It's actually not really more expensive. I think, what did I look? I said that we could get like 150 stickers for $100, and they're really thick, waterproof, and they're the die cut.
Because the Zazzle stickles, the Zazzle stickers don't hold up to getting wet.
Right.
They just don't.
Right.
But these Sticker Mule ones,
they're good quality.
They're a lot tougher, and they're already cut, so you don't have to stand there like idiots like we did in Chicago, tearing our stickers in half because we didn't bring scissors.
And well, Scuba Steve was helping us.
Scuba Steve helped, yeah. I think there were some other people helped too. But, you know, I just kind of felt like an idiot. But definitely Sticker Mule. That's where Ed gets his from. That's where a lot of people get theirs from.
Scuba Steve got his from there. Chicago is actually where everybody was telling us, don't go to anywhere else, go to Sticker
Yeah,
Mule.
a lot of
Because that's
people
where,
get Sticker Mule.
and Scuba Steve actually gets his t-shirts from there as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can have t-shirts and hats and everything made just like Zazzle, but it's way better.
Yep. So, and the thing with Zazzle, is that the one that had the shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. There is one Metalhead shirt out there, and I wouldn't have even bought the damn thing. I mean, for the shipping.
Because I think the shirts.
The shipping was ridiculous.
I think I had it set to where the shirts were 18, and we really weren't making any money off of it at that price. And then shipping was like 15. So
I don't even think it was the whole $1.
No, I had it to where we were literally making like cents.
Yeah, and it was still through the roof.
Yeah.
And that's why I started telling everybody, you know what? Don't go to that. We took the link back off, I think, didn't we?
I think so.
Yeah, we took the link back off. It's like, no.
She's live in 5 minutes.
All right. Well, I suppose next is going live here in 5. So
with Stephen P.
What you got, Stephen, with him?
Shit.
All right. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and shut her down for the evening. Let's all pop in over there and check out Bex and see what's going on in her world. And I hope you guys have a great week. Hope you guys have a good Turkey Day. You never know. I may pop up.
Maybe.
Bex is going live there with Bex. Yep. So yeah, you know, maybe I'll pop up on Thursday. Maybe we'll just do a late night Saturday stream next Saturday. Maybe I'll just do a short day stream and go with a long line stream. Who knows? Gonna have a 4-day weekend.
Yeah, you and me both.
But
for the first time ever.
Thank you all for being here. Thank all my moderators for popping in. Enjoy each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much. The replay crew. Can't forget you guys too. Thank you for coming in. I just hope everybody has a great week. Enjoy your Turkey Day and stay metal. Thanks, guys.